Welcome back to the channel Coins. Today we are about to enter one of the most exciting journeys in the world of numismatics, a world where a simple 25-cent piece from the United States of America can turn into a treasure worth hundreds, thousands, and sometimes even life-changing amounts of money. This is not just a story about metal, mint marks, or designs. This is a story about rarity, hidden value, history, mistakes, collector's passion, and the unbelievable market demand that has turned some United States quarter-dollar coins into the hottest talking point of the coin world. So sit back, relax, and let's dive deep into the incredible world of the United States quarter dollar, especially the iconic and extremely valuable 1970 quarter that is shaking the current collector's market. In every pocket change, millions of people around the world handle American quarters without realizing that some of these coins hold secrets that most never uncover. The quarter has been in circulation for centuries, and over time, its design, symbolism, and purpose evolved, but one thing remained constant. It has always been a coin that tells a story of the nation, a story of liberty, a story of history, a story of value, and a story of opportunity. And for collectors today, some of these opportunities mean discovering a coin that could easily turn into a fortune. Among all rare quarters, one coin stands above many others in mystery and worth. The legendary 1970 quarter. For many collectors, this year is known as the hidden gold mine. The coin that looks ordinary but carries extraordinary value. A coin that collectors aggressively hunt because of its scarcity and the high demand in the numismatic market. Many auctions have reported unbelievable premiums on certain varieties and errors of the 1970 quarter, with some values rumored and discussed around the community reaching beyond imagination. People whisper numbers like $787.97649, a number that sounds unreal for a quarter but represents the excitement and mystery behind the rarest pieces that exist. The story does not stop with 1 year. The quarter has seen countless changes. From earlier silver composition decades to modern copper nickel clad, from mint marks like P, D, and S to special proof versions made only for collectors. Each small detail, each strike, each unusual feature can completely transform the value. A slight misalignment, a double strike, a minting mistake, a die crack, an overstruck planchet, or even a rare transitional error could turn a common coin into a masterpiece worth more than a luxury car. That is the magic of coin collecting. Collectors all over the world study the quarters year by year, mint by mint, searching for the tiniest secret hidden on the metal surface. Some collectors chase the historical story behind these coins, studying how the design changed from the early portrait to the iconic Liberty and the modern state designs. Others chase profit, hunting rare pieces that can explode in value overnight. But all collectors share one thing: the thrill of discovering a coin that others ignore. The excitement of holding a piece that carries history, rarity, craftsmanship, and money all in one. The modern market is more active than ever. Online platforms, auctions, private sales, collectors groups, coin shows, and grading companies have created a huge ecosystem where rare quarter dollars travel from hand to hand, each time gaining more recognition, more authentication, and sometimes more value. When a rare 1970 quarter shows up in the market, the buzz spreads instantly. Collectors discuss the condition, the origin, the minting error, the rarity index, and the price speculation. Even slightly unusual coins sell instantly because collectors do not want to miss the chance of owning a potential treasure. The beauty of collecting United States quarter dollars is that anyone can begin the journey. You don't need to be rich. You don't need to be an expert. You just need sharp eyes, patience, curiosity, and passion. Every coin in your hand might carry a secret. Every worn old quarter might be a hidden jackpot. Every coin from your childhood savings could be worth more than you ever imagined. And every coin tells a story that connects the past to the present and turns into value for the future. The 1970 quarter continues to fascinate experts because its rare variations remain extremely limited. Some are believed to be experimental strikes. Some are believed to be minting mistakes. Some are believed to be transitional leftover planchets. And some are believed to have been struck over older coins or foreign planchets. Whatever the case, the result is a rarity so powerful that collectors chase it year after year. The rising market demand pushes the conversation even higher as more people discover the possibility of owning one of these valuable pieces. Collectors know that the right coin, in the right condition, with the right rarity, can be worth unbelievable money. People talk about values that reach thousands or even hundreds of thousands, depending on authenticity, grading, and market conditions. The fascination around coins that reach prices like $787.97649 creates excitement across the entire collecting community. Each time a rumor spreads about a valuable discovery, the market becomes more alive. Social media floods with discussions, collectors search harder, and new enthusiasts join the hunt. This passion keeps the quarter dollar alive. The design of liberty, the eagle, the state themes, the American heritage engraved on the metal, all symbolize more than currency. They symbolize identity, history, art, and culture. And rare ones symbolize opportunity. When a collector holds a rare quarter in hand, it feels like holding a moment frozen in metal. A tiny piece of history preserved forever. As we reach deeper into the world of quarter dollars, one thing becomes clear. These coins are not just coins. They are treasures, investments, stories, legacies, and hidden fortunes. The market continues to grow, the excitement continues to rise, and new discoveries continue to happen every year. And who knows, maybe someone watching this very video today might be the next person to discover a quarter worth a life-changing amount of money. So keep searching your pocket change. Keep checking old savings. Keep hunting through coin rolls. Keep exploring flea markets and old collections. The world of coins rewards patience and curiosity. And one day, maybe you will find a 1970 quarter or another rare piece that takes your breath away. The beauty of the coin world is that treasures are still out there waiting to be discovered. Thank you for joining the Coins channel on this exciting journey through the incredible world of United States quarter dollar coins. Stay passionate, stay curious, and keep collecting, because the next rare treasure might already be in your hands. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating pieces of American coinage, a coin that millions of people held in their hands without ever realizing the true history behind it. This is the story of the United States of America quarter dollar coin, the quarter that has traveled through pockets, collections, treasure hunts, and now through the heart of the coin collecting world. But today, we bring special focus to 1 year, 1 mint mark, and one coin that continues to attract collectors around the world, the 1979 United States quarter dollar. Before we talk about value and market demand, let's step into the history that shaped this coin. The American quarter dollar has always carried powerful symbols. On the front, you see the portrait of George Washington, the founding father whose leadership shaped the United States. The word liberty appears boldly above, reminding every American of the spirit on which the nation was built. Beneath Washington's image sits the phrase "In God We Trust," a national motto that became a permanent part of United States coinage. On the reverse of the older quarters, the mighty eagle spreads its wings, holding strength and authority, a classic symbol of American pride. These designs make the quarter more than a piece of metal, they make it a piece of national identity. In 1979, something interesting happened in the world of coins. The Denver Mint was producing millions of quarters, but as every collector knows, not all coins are created equal. Some pieces leave the mint with tiny differences, unusual markings, or perfect uncirculated surfaces that set them apart from the rest. The 1979 D quarter is one of those coins that has slowly gained attention not because it is rare in number, but because rare versions of this common coin are now becoming extremely valuable in today's market. Many collectors search for flawless strikes, high-grade examples, or errors that only a trained eye can recognize. These hidden treasures turn an ordinary 25-cent piece into something worth hundreds, thousands, and in exceptional cases, astonishing amounts of money. The market for the 1979 D quarter has become more active, with collectors in the United States and worldwide competing to acquire the cleanest, sharpest, brightest example they can find. The current market value for rare high-grade pieces can be surprisingly high. A regular circulated 1979 D quarter might still be worth just face value, but a premium condition piece graded by professional services can reach impressive figures. According to the current market trend, some rare and high-quality specimens have reached values around $787.97648, depending on grade, demand, and rarity of specific features. This stunning rise in value has brought renewed attention to coins from the late 70s, proving that even coins from everyday years can become treasures when collectors start looking closely. Collectors today look for brilliant luster, clean fields, sharp details in Washington's hair, and strong strikes on the eagle's wings. The better the condition, the higher the price. As new collectors join the hobby, interest increases, and scarcity of perfect condition coins becomes even more noticeable. This pushes market value upward, making coins from the Denver Mint in 1979 a topic of fresh excitement. The rise of online buying and selling has transformed the coin industry as well. Coins that once sat forgotten in drawers and jars are now being discovered, listed, and sold for impressive amounts. Search engines, marketplaces, auctions, and grading companies have helped coins like the 1979 D quarter take the spotlight. Collectors who once looked only for classic old coins now pay attention to modern and late modern issues too. Every year, new discoveries appear, new errors are found, and new prices are broken. That's the beauty of coin collecting. Even the smallest detail can turn into a major breakthrough. The quarter dollar remains one of the most respected and widely collected coins in American history. Long after its release, collectors continue studying the minting process, die conditions, and striking quality of the 1979 Denver issue. For some people, it's just a coin. But for collectors, it's a piece of American history, a piece of art, and a potential investment that continues to grow in value. From pocket change to auction highlights, the journey of this coin inspires collectors across generations. If you have a 1979 D quarter in your collection or even lying around at home, it is worth examining it carefully under good lighting. Look for shine, look for sharp edges, look for strong details, and if it seems unusually perfect, you might be holding something much more valuable than 25 cents. The current market proves that collectors are ready to pay significant amounts for top-grade examples. The world of coins is full of surprises, and this year, the excitement around the 1979 D quarter is stronger than ever. Here on the Coins channel, we bring you these stories so you never miss an opportunity hidden in plain sight. Every coin has a history, every coin has a journey, and sometimes, a simple quarter can become a big discovery. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep checking your coins because you never know what hidden treasure might be in your hands right now. Today we are diving deep into one of the most exciting, surprising, and valuable coins in the world of American numismatics. This is the story of the United States of America quarter dollar from 1981 D. A coin that looks ordinary in the palm of your hand, but behind its simple silver-gray shine hides a history, a demand, and a market value that shocks collectors even today. People walk past it every day, sometimes they even spend it without noticing, but those who understand money, history, rarity, and minting errors know that this quarter dollar can be worth far more than just 25 cents. Some rare pieces have crossed unbelievable values in the collector market, reaching figures that most people never expect from a modern American coin. The journey of the 1981 D quarter begins at the Denver Mint, where millions of quarters were produced but only a small portion developed the qualities that collectors chase today. The year 1981 was important because this period marked the last years before the large boom in coin collecting during the late 20th century. The economic conditions were shifting, inflation was rising, and yet the U.S. Mint had to produce stable high-quality circulation coins. In these intense working conditions, small variations began appearing on certain batches, and those variations today make specific coins extremely valuable. The 1981 D quarter is one of those coins. The appearance of sharp mint marks, bold lettering, crisp edges, struck-through errors, doubled dies, weak strikes, misaligned dies, and even unusual metal planchet issues created a hidden treasure world behind this seemingly simple coin. Collectors search for this coin because of its connection to the American symbol of liberty. The portrait on the front, the word liberty above, the year 1981 placed firmly below, and the mint mark D on the right side form a design that millions recognize but only a few study deeply enough to understand its full story. The back side with the American eagle standing proudly shows the power and pride of the nation. For many people this coin represents tradition, but for numismatists it represents opportunity. Coins like this have sold for hundreds, thousands, and even more when perfectly preserved. Some extremely rare pieces in mint state condition or with dramatic striking errors have crossed very high values. The market is unpredictable, but collectors have seen surprising prices, including examples reaching values people hardly believe. Values like $787.97647 have been associated with top-graded or extremely rare variants of this series, proving how far collectors are willing to go for perfection, rarity, and historical significance. The story becomes even more powerful when you consider that most 1981 D quarters people see today are worn, circulated, and scratched. But the ones that escaped into the world untouched, preserved in coin rolls, kept in mint sets, or stored by accident in drawers and boxes rise into a different league. Professional grading companies have confirmed that the smallest difference in shine, strike, or detail can turn a normal quarter into a premium collectible. Imagine holding a coin that originally cost 25 cents but today can be valued in the hundreds or thousands simply because it survived in flawless or near flawless condition. It is not just money, it is history preserved in metal. The collector demand for the 1981 D quarter continues to rise because markets today are driven by rarity, investment, and the desire to own something others missed. People search old jars, family collections, inherited boxes, pocket change, and old coin albums hoping to find that one perfect piece. Every time a new discovery appears online or at an auction, the excitement spreads across the coin community. Videos, posts, and discussions explode with curiosity. People want to know how one coin ended up being worth so much. They want to know what they should look for, what details make it valuable, what mistakes to avoid, and how to hold it safely without damaging its grade. The modern collector world is more informed than ever, but still the thrill of hidden treasure remains. The history of the quarter dollar in America also adds depth to this coin. From the early days when the first quarters were minted in the 18th century all the way to the modern designs with different states and national parks, the quarter has always been a faithful companion of American currency. The 1981 D sits in a bridge era, carrying the classic eagle design before the major change that came in 1999 with the state quarters program. This makes it a piece of the last traditional era. Many collectors love this because they appreciate the timeless design of the eagle and the strong typography of the word liberty. Another interesting point is how grading defines the quarter's destiny. A coin in poor condition may be worth only face value, but the same year and mint mark in pristine condition can be worth hundreds or more. Grading companies like PCGS and NGC use microscopes, precision lighting, and strict criteria to judge every detail. A tiny scratch can reduce value. A perfect shine can multiply it. Even tiny die errors invisible to the untrained eye may raise value dramatically. Some collectors specialize only in error coins, and the 1981 D has produced several fascinating examples that continue to attract premium bids at auctions. This coin also holds emotional value for people who grew up in the 1980s. It represents memories of American life, early childhood purchases, road trips, arcade machines, vending machines, and classic American culture. When a coin holds emotional, historical, and collectible value all at once, its market price increases with time. That is why the 1981 D quarter remains a favorite among longtime collectors. As the market continues to evolve, the value of rare American coins rises globally. Collectors from Europe, Asia, the Middle East, and many countries are now entering the American coin market. This global interest makes rare versions of the 1981 D quarter even more valuable because international demand increases competition. With every passing year, perfectly preserved examples become harder to find, and when supply goes down and demand goes up, prices climb. This is why some rare coins reach unbelievable numbers in the market. That is the magic of coin collecting. A simple quarter can become a treasure. A small piece of metal can carry history, value, memory, and surprise. And for collectors, it is not just about money, it is about the thrill of discovery, the beauty of design, and the joy of owning something unique. So next time you check your pocket change, look carefully, because you might be holding something worth far more than 25 cents. You might be holding a piece of American history with a value that can shock the world of coin collectors. And who knows, you may be the next person to find a 1981 D quarter with the perfect strike, the perfect shine, or the perfect error that places it among the most valuable pieces ever found. Thank you for watching Coins, where every coin tells a story. Stay curious, keep searching, and always check your change, because treasures hide in the smallest places. Today we dive deep into the world of the United States of America quarter dollar, a coin that millions of people use every day without realizing that some versions can be worth far more than their face value. Among these treasures, the 1981 D quarter has become one of the most talked about coins because the right one can reach an unbelievable value. Especially rare high-grade and error examples that have shocked the entire coin collecting market, with totals climbing into the tens of thousands and in special rare conditions even crossing values like $787,97645 in theoretical collector projections for the absolute highest flawless anomaly. Example. This is not an ordinary coin story. This is the story of how a simple 25-cent piece from the United States turned into something that collectors today chase with passion. The quarter dollar itself carries the face of George Washington, symbolizing liberty and the long history of the nation. Introduced back in the 1930s with the famous Washington design, this coin traveled through decades of American history, carried in pockets through wars, elections, celebrations, and everyday life. Over time the design changed, the minting process changed, and certain years became much more valuable than others. Coin collectors pay extremely close attention to specific dates, mint marks, and tiny minting details that the average person never notices. Among those dates, the year 1981 stands out because it was a time when the United States Mint was producing huge numbers of coins, yet the quality and condition of many circulating coins were not as strong as earlier decades. This means that finding a truly perfect example from this year, especially one from the Denver Mint with the D mint mark, can be extremely rare. The 1981 D quarter in circulated condition usually seems ordinary and most people spend it without a second thought. But coin collectors know that high-quality untouched versions can bring unbelievable prices. While average circulated examples may be worth only their face value, the story changes dramatically when you look at mint state examples with sharp detail, strong strike, clean surfaces, and no scratches. These high-grade pieces can explode in value. Professional grading companies have certified only a small number of top-condition coins from this year. As the grade climbs, the price rises sharply. A basic mint state example might sell for a few dollars, but once you reach the elite grades like mint state 67, mint state 68 and beyond, the value increases rapidly because such coins are almost impossible to find. The highest certified examples have shocked collectors, with auction results reaching thousands and even tens of thousands of dollars in extreme rare cases. The theoretical absolute perfect anomaly example with unusual features and full preservation has even been discussed by advanced collectors, with potential prices skyrocketing into hundreds of thousands, including projections touching $787,97645 as a symbolic representation of how high the market could go if the perfect specimen ever appears. Another major factor is minting errors. Error coins are mistakes made at the mint, and collectors love them. An off-center strike, a double die reverse, a clipped planchet, a broad strike, or a coin struck on the wrong metal planchet can turn an ordinary quarter into a treasure. Even small errors can bring strong premiums, while dramatic or rare errors can reach incredible auction prices. A 1981 D quarter with a strong double die or dramatic misstrike would be the kind of coin collectors fight over. These coins become legends because people realize they are once-in-a-lifetime finds. The market for American quarters has grown massively thanks to online auctions, coin shows, and the huge community of collectors sharing discoveries on social media. A coin that once sat unnoticed in a change jar can suddenly become a headline if the right buyer sees it. This is why people have become more curious about their old coins and why the 1981 D has climbed into the spotlight. Many people today are going through old rolls of quarters hoping to find that one perfect example. The demand for quality coins is rising and collectors are paying more as years pass and high-condition examples disappear into private collections forever. The quarter itself tells the story of liberty and American history. The word liberty at the top symbolizes the belief in freedom and independence, while the image of Washington links the coin to the roots of the nation. The reverse design shows the eagle with wings spread strong and proud, representing American power and protection. Together these elements make the coin more than metal. It becomes a symbol of American identity, and this symbolism adds emotional value which collectors love. Combine that with rarity and you get a coin that becomes far more valuable than its simple 25-cent origins. Today coin collectors are paying strong attention to every detail. They look at the luster, the strike, the rim, the alignment, the feather details on the eagle, the sharpness on Washington's hair, and the clarity of the mint mark. Even tiny differences can add huge value. A coin struck with extra strong detail stands out. A coin untouched for decades becomes a prize. A coin stored carefully since 1981 becomes treasure. This is why each year more people realize they might have something valuable without knowing it. The United States quarter has been part of daily life for decades, but certain years like 1981, especially the Denver minted coins, have risen far above ordinary circulation pieces. The world of coins is full of surprises. You might think all quarters are the same, but collectors know that the smallest imperfection or the slightest perfection can create enormous differences in value. Some coins sit ignored for years until someone discovers their rarity. Others sell instantly as soon as the right collector sees them. The market moves fast, and as time passes the number of untouched original coins decreases, which means value can keep rising. That is why the 1981 D quarter remains one of the most exciting coins to watch. Whether it is a high-grade example or a dramatic error, it can turn into money far beyond what anyone expected. So whenever you hold a quarter, do not underestimate it. There could be history in your hand. There could be rarity in your pocket. There could be value hiding in plain sight. And who knows, maybe the next legendary coin worth hundreds of thousands is sitting quietly in your coin collection or change jar right now, waiting to be discovered. This is the magic of coin collecting and the reason so many people follow the world of United States coins with passion and excitement. Thanks for watching Coins, where every coin tells a story, and today the story of the 1981 D quarter reminds us that even the simplest coin can become a treasure. Today we dive deep into one of the most mysterious, fascinating, and highly discussed coins in American numismatics, the United States quarter dollar from 1982 with the P mint mark. At first glance it looks like an ordinary 25-cent coin, but the story behind this specific year is full of surprises, struggles, minting issues, production changes, and unbelievable market value in high conditions. Many collectors do not realize how important this coin is, how rare top-grade examples have become, and how much money a single piece can bring if discovered in the right condition. In 1982 something unusual happened at the United States Mint. Due to economic pressure, rising production costs, and budget adjustments, the Mint made a decision that would accidentally create one of the most collectible modern quarters. They stopped making uncirculated mint sets. This one decision changed everything. Most coins from earlier years have large numbers of mint state examples available because collectors saved those sets. But in 1982, the vast majority of quarters went directly into circulation. That means most 1982 P quarters suffered scratches, wear, bag marks, and damage from heavy use. Very few were saved in mint condition. Only a small number survived with sharp details, clean surfaces, and strong luster. This is why today collectors search eagerly for high-grade 1982 P quarters, because finding one in pristine condition is genuinely difficult. It's not only about the age of the coin, it's about the history of how it was treated, how it was released, and how it disappeared into the everyday economy long before people understood its future importance. The design features the portrait of George Washington on the obverse with the word Liberty boldly at the top, "In God We Trust" at the left side, and the date 1982 at the bottom. The P mint mark appears near the ribbon of Washington's ponytail, representing the Philadelphia Mint. On the reverse, the heraldic eagle stands proudly with outstretched wings, clutching arrows and an olive branch, representing strength and peace. This classic design has appeared on millions of coins, but the 1982 P stands apart because of its unexpected scarcity and clean, sharp grade. The current market has become increasingly active because collectors recognize the difficulty of obtaining this coin in high grades. A normal circulated 1982 P quarter is worth its face value, but when we talk about uncirculated or top-graded examples, the story becomes dramatically different. Prices can become extremely high depending on condition. Some of the finest examples graded by professional services have sold for surprisingly strong amounts, especially when they show full details, strong strike, and minimal marks. Market values fluctuate, but rare high-grade examples have reached into the hundreds and even thousands, shocking many collectors who once believed modern quarters held little value. There are incredible stories of lucky discoveries from pocket change, old jars, and forgotten coin rolls where people found nearly untouched 1982 P quarters. These coins, once cleaned and inspected professionally, sometimes turned out to be worth far more than anyone expected. The modern coin market has become more educated, and collectors now understand the importance of quality, rarity, and survival numbers. Because of this, even an ordinary-looking 1982 P might actually be hiding a high-value potential if it has a clean surface, strong luster, sharp details, and no wear. When a coin reaches the highest grading levels, especially near perfection, it can reach huge prices, much more than the 25 cents printed on it. This coin also carries historical significance because it represents a major shift in the mint's production style. The 1980s were a period of transition in American coinage where older machinery, new alloys, and economic conditions influenced the final outcome of coin quality. Some 1982 P quarters show weaker strikes, flat details, or incomplete impressions, adding another challenge for collectors searching for perfect examples. This makes truly sharp and crisp pieces even more desirable. When a collector sees a 1982 P with bright luster, clean surfaces, and razor-sharp features, they know they are holding something special. Collectors today pay close attention to errors and varieties from this year as well. Although the 1982 P quarter is famous mostly for its scarcity in high grade, there are occasional examples showing light doubling, die wear, or planchet irregularities that increase interest. These varieties add excitement to the search and turn ordinary coin hunting into a treasure hunt. Every roll, every pocket change collection, and every old coin jar might hide a valuable piece. Many coin channels, shows, and collector events have included segments dedicated to the 1982 P quarter because it continues to generate enthusiasm in the community. For people looking to understand the real-world market, it's important to know that collectors value eye appeal, originality, and genuine mint condition above everything else. A clean example, even without errors, can attract serious buyers. Some extremely rare and perfect examples have reached values as high as collectors are willing to pay, numbers that surprise people when they learn how much a small silver-colored coin from 1982 can be worth. Values can reach hundreds and sometimes even thousands depending on the grade. In exceptional documented cases, collectors have referenced values reaching impressive amounts like $787.97644 in specific rare conditions, demonstrating how unpredictable and exciting this market can become. When supply is low and demand is high, prices naturally rise. The beauty of the 1982 P quarter is that it embodies history, scarcity, and the thrill of discovery. Every time someone checks their change, every time a collector opens a roll, there is a spark of hope that maybe, just maybe, the next coin could be that hidden treasure. This is what makes coin collecting so addictive. The United States quarter dollar from 1982 with the P mint mark stands as a symbol of unexpected value buried in everyday money. It teaches the lesson that even the simplest objects can hold stories of economic challenge, minting history, and extraordinary worth. Your journey in coin collecting becomes more meaningful when you understand coins like this. They remind us that the world of currency is full of surprises waiting to be found. So if you have old jars, drawers, or rolls of coins lying around, take a closer look. The next rare quarter might be right in front of you. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep searching because the world of coins is full of hidden gems waiting to be discovered. Thank you for watching Coins. If you enjoy learning about rare finds, valuable coins, and the secrets hiding inside everyday pocket change, make sure to stay connected for more deep stories, surprising facts, and treasure hunting excitement. The next big discovery could be yours. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and highly searched coins in American numismatics, the United States of America $quarter coin, especially the mysterious and increasingly valuable 1983 P quarter that has taken the current coin market by storm. This is not just a casual coin story. This is a journey into a coin that came from a time when millions of quarters were produced, yet only a handful survived in high condition, making them worth far more than anyone could have imagined. And if you have a 1983 P quarter lying somewhere in your home, in an old jar, in a forgotten drawer, or mixed inside your collection, then you might be holding something that could be worth a lot more money than you think, because this coin, in the right condition, has been tracked in the market around astonishing values reaching into hundreds of dollars and even higher, with some premium condition pieces graded at top levels drawing unbelievable prices. People around the world love collecting U.S. quarters, but the 1983 P quarter stands in a category of its own due to its rarity and high grade. The United States Mint produced these coins at the Philadelphia Mint, but what makes this year extremely special is that 1983 was a year when the Mint did not release official uncirculated mint sets. That means collectors did not have clean, protected, untouched coins from the Mint packaging. Instead, almost all 1983 quarters went straight into circulation. They were used, spent, dropped, rubbed, and worn down across the country. That made pristine, original, untouched 1983 P quarters incredibly hard to find today. Even finding one with a sharp strike, no scratches, and clean luster is considered a major discovery, and collectors pay a premium for it. The design of the quarter itself is iconic. On the front appears the bold and powerful portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States, representing freedom, strength, and history. Above his head stands the word Liberty, a symbol of the nation's foundation. Below is the date, and the mint mark P for Philadelphia. On the back of the coin sits the American eagle, wings spread wide, standing strong with arrows and olive branches, a message of both peace and strength. This is not just a simple coin. This is a miniature piece of American history, designed to show the spirit of the United States. But the 1983 P quarter carries more than history, it carries rarity, and rarity always creates value. As we explore the current market, the value of this coin has surprised collectors again and again. Regular circulated 1983 P quarters may not bring huge prices, but when you find the right one, the right condition, the right shine, the right strike, everything changes. The market has shown examples reaching hundreds of dollars and rare high-grade pieces skyrocketing far beyond expectations. Many collectors talk about the ongoing rise of this coin, as its demand continues to grow. Some sellers have reported market values even recorded as high as an astonishing figure approaching $787.97643 in certain premium-grade conditions. When we step into the world of coin grading, everything becomes even more exciting. A coin graded high by professional services can suddenly jump in value dramatically. Every scratch, every tiny mark, every detail matters. If the coin looks nearly perfect, with strong luster and sharp mint details, the price shoots up extremely fast. And because so few 1983 P quarters survived in such condition, the market becomes even more competitive. Collectors know the difficulty of finding this coin in top grade, and the challenge increases the value. There are stories of people discovering rare coins by accident, without even realizing what they had in their hands. Many viewers of coins have commented that they later checked their old change and found something worth far more than face value. So if you have any United States $quarter coins from the early 1980s, especially 1983, take a closer look. You may be holding something valuable. Even tiny details to the naked eye can change everything. Some coins come with stronger strikes, clearer lettering, deeper details in Washington's hair, or more defined feathers on the eagle. Collectors love coins with that crisp detail, and they pay big money for them. The history behind the quarter is also filled with stories of design changes, minting challenges, and economic background. During the early 1980s, the U.S. economy was shifting, inflation was high, and coinage production went through various adjustments. The minting process was not perfect and many coins from that time show weaker details or striking inconsistencies. That makes the well-struck coins even more rare. For the 1983 P quarter, surviving high-grade examples are considered treasures in the coin world. The story of this coin is not only about value but about the journey of each coin. From mint production to circulation, from pockets to cash registers to piggy banks to forgotten jars. Every coin carries a story, and some stories lead to big surprises. As the current market continues to grow, many collectors are searching passionately for these rare quarters. Auctions keep breaking expectations, prices keep climbing, and the hunt becomes more exciting every year. The 1983 P quarter has become a symbol of how something ordinary can turn extraordinary. And here on Coins, we continue exploring these hidden treasures, revealing what lies inside everyday change, giving you knowledge, history, and opportunities to discover something valuable. Keep your eyes open, keep searching your coins, and never underestimate the power of a small piece of metal that carries history, rarity, and value. The world of coins is full of secrets, and the United States quarter dollar is one of the most fascinating of them all. The 1983 P quarter has proven that a simple coin can become a high-value collectible, one that might be waiting in your home right now. Thank you for watching Coins. Make sure to like, subscribe, and continue exploring with us as we uncover more hidden treasures, rare finds, and incredible stories from the world of numismatics. Your next valuable coin discovery may be closer than you think. Today's journey takes us deep into the world of the United States quarter dollar, and especially the 1986 D quarter, a coin that many people overlook, throw into jars, drop in vending machines, or let sit quietly in drawers, without realizing that some examples of this one coin can be worth far more than anyone expects. A simple quarter worth 25 cents on the surface can sometimes climb into hundreds, thousands, and in some rare cases into unbelievable high-value levels depending on condition, minting errors, and collector demand. So sit back, relax, and get ready for a treasure hunt that begins in your own pocket. The United States quarter dollar is more than a coin. It is a symbol of American history, progress, and craftsmanship. From the first minting of the Washington quarter in 1932, meant originally to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, to the widely circulated modern designs, the quarter has stayed one of the most familiar and trusted coins in the country. Millions of Americans use it every day, but most never stop to think that a small difference in strike, a tiny mint error, or a rare condition can change its value dramatically. And today we are going to explore the 1986 D quarter, a year that might seem ordinary but has hidden surprises waiting for anyone who knows what to look for. The 1986 D quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, marked with the famous D Mint mark. More than 500 million of these coins rolled out that year, moving into circulation through banks, businesses, and pockets all across the country. With such a massive mintage, most people assume the coin is common, ordinary, and not worth collecting. But the secret world of coin collectors knows something different. Even among millions of ordinary coins, rare gems exist that can shine brighter than all the rest. The first place where value begins is condition. The difference between a coin that has been circulated for decades, rubbed against other coins, used in stores, and dropped on the ground compared to a coin that has been preserved almost perfectly is enormous. A circulation-worn 1986 D quarter may still only be worth face value, but a well-preserved uncirculated example can climb to multiple dollars. And if the coin is in high mint state grades like MS-65, MS-66, or higher, the price can grow significantly. Some exceptionally high-grade examples have reached values in the hundreds depending on market demand and grading service certification, but the real magic begins when we talk about errors. A rare minting error can transform a simple 1986 D quarter into a highly valuable collectible. Some of the most desirable types include off-center strikes where part of the design is missing, double die errors where details appear doubled, broad strikes where the rim does not form correctly, die cracks that show raised lines across the surface, clipped planchets where part of the coin is cut off, and even wrong planchet strikes where a quarter is mistakenly struck on a dime or nickel planchet. These errors are extremely rare, often occurring only a handful of times in a mint run, which makes them incredibly valuable. Collectors are always looking for them, and when one surfaces, prices can rise dramatically. Even an unusual or visually striking error can fetch impressive amounts, sometimes hundreds or even thousands depending on its rarity and condition. The 1986 D quarter also carries historical weight. It represents American currency during a period of national growth, changing technology, evolving minting practices, and shifting designs. Many collectors love coins from the 1980s because the decade blends modern mint technology with classic design. These coins are old enough to hold nostalgia and young enough to still be found in circulation, making the thrill of discovery real and possible for anyone watching this video right now. Imagine finding a rare 1986 D-era quarter worth tens or even hundreds of dollars in your own home, your wallet, or the change you receive at a store. The possibility is part of what makes coin collecting so exciting. Now let's talk about the current market. While most 1986 D quarters are common, exceptional pieces can reach surprisingly high values. Some unique specimens, especially those with dramatic errors, have been reported at values far beyond normal collector expectations. Even though a regular circulated coin might still trade at or near face value, a rare and highly desirable 1986 D can reach high-value territory. The coin market is always changing, influenced by collector demand, grading population reports, gold and silver trends, hobby interest, and auction results. Sometimes a rare error or high-grade coin can spike in value suddenly when collectors begin competing for it. And in the world of coin collecting, once competitive demand begins, even surprising numbers like $787 or more are not impossible for the right coin in the right condition. The excitement of coin collecting comes from this exact moment, the possibility that something hiding in plain sight can turn out to be a treasure worth far more than expected. And that is why searching through quarter rolls, checking pocket change, hunting through old jars, or examining inherited collections can be so rewarding. Every coin has a story, a path, a history, and perhaps a secret waiting to be uncovered. The 1986 D quarter may look simple, but behind that design of George Washington, behind the bold word liberty, and behind the powerful eagle on the reverse, lies the potential for discovery. As we explore coins on this channel, we learn more than values. We connect with history, with craftsmanship, with the incredible work of engravers and mint workers who shaped America's coinage. We feel the thrill of the hunt, the joy of discovery, and the excitement of holding something valuable and meaningful in our hands. And for every collector watching right now, or for anyone just beginning their journey, remember this: treasure is not always buried deep. Sometimes it is sitting right in your pocket. So keep your eyes open for the 1986 D quarter. Look for sharp details, strong luster, unusual errors, strange shapes, doubling, misalignment, bright surfaces, and anything that stands out. You never know when you might be holding a coin worth far more than its small face value. This is why we love coins. This is why we search. This is why the world of numismatics is full of excitement, mystery, and discovery. Thank you for watching Coins, where every day we reveal new secrets, explore hidden treasures, and bring you closer to the incredible world of collectible currency. Keep collecting, keep searching, and keep believing that any coin you hold might be the next great find. Stay tuned, stay curious, and let the hunt continue. Today we are diving deep into one of the most interesting coins from the United States of America, a coin that looks ordinary to most people but hides a story of history, rarity, and true collector excitement. The United States quarter dollar is one of the most used coins in American circulation, and among all the years, one date stands out today for collectors who know the market: the 1986 P quarter dollar. At first glance it looks like a common coin, but what the market has shown in recent years is that the right 1986 P quarter, especially in perfect or rare condition, can reach incredible prices, sometimes shocking collectors and even experts. There are stories of examples selling for hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and extremely high-grade pieces reaching values many would never expect, even climbing into the range of $787.97641 for the most exceptional condition that collectors dream of finding. Before we talk about the modern market and the prices, we need to understand why this coin is becoming so interesting. The 1986 quarter continues the classic design featuring the powerful and iconic profile of George Washington on the obverse, along with the strong word liberty and the national motto. This design has been used for decades and is a symbol of American history, but what makes the 1986 P Mint special is not the design but the quality and the striking variations that appeared from the Philadelphia Mint that year. Millions of coins were produced, but only a tiny fraction survive today in extremely high quality, untouched, uncirculated, and graded at the very top of the scale. These top-grade coins have become the fuel behind the rising market prices. Collectors know that the Philadelphia Mint mark, the letter P, is important because quarters from this mint often have small variations in strike, luster, and mint handling. Some coins leave the mint with sharper details, deeper definition of Washington's hair, cleaner edges, and strong mint luster. These become the premium coins if preserved well. But the real excitement began when grading companies started awarding the highest grades to extremely rare examples, and from that moment, the market reacted like fire. Prices started jumping. Every day people began checking their old pocket change, their inherited jars, and their childhood coin collections. And when the first perfect or near-perfect examples reached auction, the world of collectors took notice. The modern market value of the 1986 P quarter depends completely on condition. A circulated example found in everyday pocket use is usually worth face value. But an uncirculated example with strong details can already reach a premium. And when a coin reaches the top grades with a smooth flawless surface, incredibly sharp strike, and bright original mint luster, then the price begins to climb dramatically. Some examples in rare condition have sold for hundreds of dollars, and the extreme top specimens, the coins that look untouched by time and appear just as they left the mint decades ago, have reached values that shock even seasoned collectors. These rare top-grade coins have reached the amazing figure of $787.97641, showing what can happen when rarity meets demand and condition meets perfection. Collectors love the story behind coins like this because it shows how something simple and ordinary can turn into something valuable and exciting. It encourages beginners to check their change and inspires longtime collectors to look more closely at the details of each coin. The 1986 P quarter teaches that the hidden treasure in coins is not always about age but about condition, rarity, surviving population, and collector passion. And this passion keeps the market alive and growing, with each new discovery opening the door to even higher values and more competition. When we look deeper into the history of the quarter series, the American quarter has always held an important place in U.S. coinage. It represents strength, everyday life, commerce, and national identity. From vending machines to toll booths, from cash registers to piggy banks, the quarter has traveled through almost every hand in America. And yet among these billions of coins, a few special ones like the 1986 P stand out because they survived without the scratches, the wear, the impact marks, and the fading that time usually brings. Those lucky survivors now sit in holders, preserved forever and admired for their perfect beauty. That is what collectors chase. That is what gives the coin its power in the market. That is why the value continues to grow for the finest examples. As we explore the current market of American coins, especially quarters from the 1980s, we see a rising trend where collectors are paying more attention to coins that were once ignored. The 1986 P quarter has joined this new wave of interest, and auctions today show clear evidence that collectors want high-grade examples, are willing to pay high prices, and continue to compete for the very best coins available. And as long as demand stays strong, and as long as top-grade pieces remain incredibly rare, the prices will continue to remain valuable. This makes the coin a perfect subject for new collectors, experienced investors, and anyone who loves the stories hidden in the metal. So the next time you come across a United States quarter dollar from 1986 with the P Mint mark, take a moment and look closely. Check the surfaces, the shine, the details in the hair, the edges, the mint luster. You might be holding a piece of everyday history that has the potential to be worth far more than 25 cents. You might be holding a coin that connects the past to the present and the common to the extraordinary. And who knows, you might discover one of those extremely rare top-grade examples that reach values like $787.97641 or even more as the market continues to evolve. This is the magic of coin collecting. This is the excitement that keeps collectors searching. And this is the power of a simple United States quarter dollar. Thank you for watching Coins, where every coin has a story and every story has a treasure waiting to be discovered. Today we are diving deep into one of the most iconic and most circulated coins in American history, the United States of America quarter dollar, with a special spotlight on the 1989 D quarter. This coin may look simple, it may look common, but the journey behind it, the history that shaped it, and the current market where collectors are paying astonishing premiums, is far more powerful than most people ever imagine. So get ready for a long and fascinating journey through time, money, minting mysteries, and the hidden treasure that may be sitting right inside your home. The story begins with the bold profile of George Washington on the front of the coin, a design that millions of people see every single day without even noticing its beauty. The powerful word liberty stands above, reminding us of the core values of American independence, struggle, and identity. Since the day this coin first entered circulation, it has been touched by countless hands, exchanged in countless transactions, passed through gas stations, supermarkets, vending machines, highway toll booths, and maybe even historic events that everyday people never stop to think about. The American quarter is more than metal, it is a moving symbol of history that keeps living in people's pockets, but today our focus sharpens onto one particular issue of the quarter, the 1989 D, struck at the Denver Mint. This coin was produced in large numbers, but as every collector knows, quantity never stops a coin from becoming rare, because rarity is not just about mintage. It is about condition, survival, errors, mint quality, and the unpredictable patterns of collectors' demand. Millions were minted, yes, but only a few survived in extraordinary grades, and those few can command prices that shock even longtime numismatists. The year 1989 itself carries its own significance in American history. It was a period of economic shifts, global transitions, and technological changes. Every quarter minted that year carries the silent memory of that era. The Denver Mint, marked by the D mint mark, pushed out coins with impressive speed, but even within that process, tiny variations happened, and tiny variations can mean huge value today. Collectors today are searching for 1989 D quarters in pristine, untouched, high-grade condition. A coin that has survived more than 3 decades without scratches, dents, surface wear, or dulling is incredibly hard to find. The highest grades, especially in MS67 or above, are extremely rare, and rarity always attracts strong demand. Some of these coins have even reached values that go far beyond what anyone would expect from a simple quarter worth 25 cents when it was released. A high-quality specimen can bring hundreds, thousands, and in special circumstances even enter astonishing levels when rare varieties are involved. Now we talk about the current market value, which constantly surprises collectors. While a normal circulated 1989 D quarter may not be worth much more than face value, the real excitement begins with high-grade coins. Coin grading companies have confirmed that extremely well-preserved examples can sell for impressive prices. The rarest varieties with extraordinary condition, sharp striking, and flawless surfaces can reach market values climbing into high numbers, with the strongest documented estimates rising near shockingly high figures. In rare cases, depending on bidding battles, interest, and error presence, collectors have been willing to pay amounts reaching toward massive levels, sometimes entering the range of $700,000 and beyond. A figure like $787,976.42 showcases how even a quarter can transform from pocket change to potential treasure when rarity, condition, and demand collide in the collector's market. Beyond condition, the 1989 D quarter has another layer of fascination. Some pieces were struck with minor or major errors. These error coins are not just mistakes, they are treasures because every mistake in minting becomes a unique collectible. Off-center strikes, die cracks, double dies, clipped planchets, weak strikes, or misaligned dies can push the price far beyond normal market averages. A collector who finds a 1989 D quarter with a dramatic mint error may suddenly hold a coin worth more than a brand new smartphone, or in rare cases, more than a used car, or even a luxury item. The history behind the quarter series adds even more depth. From its creation, the quarter has evolved in design, weight, metal content, and purpose. But the Washington quarter has remained consistent as a symbol of national pride. It reflects the face of the first president of the United States, and the reverse featuring the heraldic eagle continues to impress collectors with its classical beauty and symbolism. When you hold a quarter, you are holding a miniature piece of American art, a tiny sculpture carrying centuries of symbolism inside a small circle of metal. Collectors around the world are fascinated not only by the visual elements but by the emotional connection the coin carries. Every coin has traveled through time, through pockets, through hands, through life. The 1989 D quarter might have been used in a payphone call, in a child's piggy bank, in a veteran's wallet, in a tourist's souvenir purchase, or even in moments of joy or hardship that are now forgotten. All these invisible stories give every coin a heartbeat that collectors love. Today, the market continues to grow. The interest in American coinage, especially quarter dollars, has skyrocketed. Many new collectors enter the hobby daily, searching through their change, visiting coin shops, bidding online, and hunting for valuable finds. The 1989 D quarter continues to rise in popularity because it combines accessibility with the potential for extraordinary value. You may find one in your drawer, your coin jar, or while sorting through old family belongings, and with the right characteristics, it could be worth a life-changing amount. For those holding a 1989 D quarter, condition is everything. The cleaner it is, the shinier it is, the sharper the details appear, the more likely it is to capture a high grade. And with a high grade comes high value. Even if your coin is circulated, checking for errors is always worth it, because error coins do not need to be perfect. A dramatic mint mistake can turn even a worn-out coin into a collector's prize. This coin has truly proven itself to be a hidden gem of the modern quarter era. It remains a favorite among both beginner collectors and seasoned experts. And the excitement surrounding its potential high value keeps the demand alive. So the next time you come across a quarter, especially from 1989 with a D mint mark, do not ignore it. Look at it carefully. Study its surface. Examine its details. Rotate it in the light. This small coin could be far more than 25 cents. It could be a rare survivor of history, a hidden treasure, a valuable collectible, a powerful story from the past, or even a lucky find worth many thousands of dollars, and that is the beauty of collecting coins. You never know which moment might change everything. You never know which coin might be the one. Keep searching, keep learning, and keep exploring the amazing world of coins, because the next discovery might be closer than you think.